So thanks for joining me for my first programming challenge video. You've all been waiting for this. Well, maybe not so much, but let's get on to the challenge here. So the challenge is to use code to create a grid of objects. So start off by making a grid of 5 by 5 objects, and again, just using code. So if you're new to the game development world or you're just getting started with coding, I'll give you a little bit of a hint to get started here, and that is to use for loops. So do a little bit of research into using for loops if you're stuck on that. Once you've got that grid up and running, we're going to make it a little bit more useful, a little bit more complicated. We want to create a variable that's going to control the size of the grid. So if that variable has a value of, say, 10, then the grid is 10 by 10. If that variable has a value of 15, the grid is 15 by 15. And then we want to make a second variable that's going to control the spacing of the elements between the grid. So if that variable gets larger, the objects in the grid move apart. If it gets smaller, they move together. Then we're going to take another step up, and we're going to make UGUI sliders that are going to adjust the size of the grid, so the number of elements in the grid, and a second UGUI slider that's going to adjust the spacing of the grid, but doing it in real time. Meaning you're in play mode, moving the slider back and forth, and the size of the grid and or the spacing is changing in real time. Then just to have a little bit of fun, we're going to assign each object in the grid a random color. And then one final thing, kind of as a bonus, and a nod towards optimization, not just learning how to do something, but learning how to do it better and how to optimize your programming. Try to do all this challenge without using an update function or an update event. So let's take a quick look at what my solution looks like. So you can see I've got my 5 by 5 grid, they've got random colors assigned, and I've got my two sliders up here in the top right. As my slider goes up, my grid gets bigger. As it goes down, my grid gets smaller. As I change my spacing, I can see the spacing between the items change as well. You'll also notice each time that updates, the colors of the objects change as well. As you get your solution, make sure you share them and as a comment down below. Remember, you can do that as a link to a photo sharing service. Even better, you can make your own YouTube video and walk us through your solution. I'll be sharing my solution, both a C# and a Bolt solution, in about 2 weeks after the posting of this video. Once I post my video, I'll be looking for the winners of this challenge. We'll be looking for two different winners. One whose solution gets the most likes, the most upvotes from the rest of the community. And the second winner will be the person who's giving the most feedback to other users. So get out there, look at other people's solutions. There's something you can learn from almost everybody's solution. So until next time, happy problem solving, and I'll see you next time.